Look at that. Interesting. Low high. Okay, right in the middle there, I reckon. Once you get down that deep and you've got a good strong signal, there's only one thing it can be. This is just basically dirt, what I'm in. Is that out? Okay, she's out already. Sounded like it was right on top. Nope, it's about here somewhere, but gonna feel this one. There it is. I felt you can actually feel them slide down your hand. It's not that big. You can see there the glint on it where I've scratched it with the pick. I mean, once that cleans up, you hardly notice it. Look at that. Just two little bits again today. Well, one's not so little, it was that one I got to salve. That one that I hit. See if the camera picks it up there, it was on this side. See, I can hardly see that. 5.8. But it'll put me over to 6, you bet. 5.8, yeah, just over. And this is the other stuff that I'm finding out there. How volcanic's that? Yeah, that's almost glass. I'll keep that and try and find out what it is. Last 3 times I've been to town, no internet. Internet for about the first 30 seconds and then it just fades out to 49 kilobytes a second. How slow is that? Too slow to get 10 graph. So I'm really struggling to find areas that I can legally go on. I know these ones are fine, but there's not too much here. Some nice pieces, but pretty scattered. So no internet, no answering comments because I can't get YouTube, none of it. So that's what happens when you're out here. This is the price you pay. No fresh bread, no potatoes or onions, no eggs. Well, unfortunately, once again, it's just gotten way too windy to try and video anything. So, the thing is, you miss the little signals when you can't hear properly. It'd be interesting to go over and have a look at that. There's two openings. Oh yeah, goes in a bit. Oh, look at that, goes right in up there. This hole here. It's the same, there's a hole over there. It's down. Wow, that wind. I'm worried about the truck getting blown off the hill. Yeah, I'll give that wind 10 out of 10 for persistence. It just doesn't give up. I know I'm missing a little gold. Beautiful. Oh, come on, baby. Be a nice one. Stay in the ground. It's already out. Sounds sweet and smooth, but it's pretty shallow, so it could be probably just a bullet, maybe. Let's have a look. Oh, well, it's that. That's not a bullet. Nice snug, a couple of grams. The little ones today I'll probably be leaving in the ground because I can't hear. This is such tough ground to detect. Up and down. Oh, hang on, it feels heavy. What's that? Oh, there it is. A 1.5, 2 grammer. They all add up. I just keep mucking around in here, but have a go at this. This is ankle twisting country for sure. There's nugs in here, but you got to watch every step you take. Oh, I can see it. Oh, yeah, in the sun a bit. It's only a little bit of gold. Just going to dolly up these two species so we see a bit of gold in that already. Bit on the end there. You can't do an SG test on these that I know of. So the only way to see how much gold's in them is bust them up. A little bit of gold in that one too. So we'll dolly those two up. This little dry pan. Got to give it a belt because it sticks to the bottom of the dolly, especially gold. That's what you get. You get the gold flatten out like I've shown you before, and you don't try and pan that, of course, you just keep that separate. Get a bit more of that off it. Bit of fine gold coming off there too, I'd imagine. So you just throw that straight in your smelt pot. There's more here too. Longer bit. Straight in the smelt pot with a bit of flux. And there's of course lots of little bits in there as well that you'd probably pick out before you try and pan that to get the fine stuff out of it. See a nice little show of gold all through there. I've got a container that I just throw all this in. Some of this needs to go back through. Alright, so I'm just going to crush this a little bit down a bit more. See, there's quite a few. They're only small rocks, but they do need to be smaller to release that fine gold. And then the rest will just go in the container and get smelted. Nice little bit. That's floating a few more pieces of gold out too in there by the looks of it. And what in those rocks. And once you've done that in the container, and we'll pan that little bit and see what we've got in there. Get a nice tail. I'll do a test simply by just tipping it into another pan, and we'll soon see if any escapes. A little bit of clean water in there. Dirt out. We're just left with the grains and the gold. We know it's only going to be fine gold. That's beautiful, isn't it, eh? When you see gold like that. Now if you had quite a few panfuls to do, that's as far down as you would take it. Get that gold, put it in a container, and do that with every panful. Don't try and get every bit out each panful, because you are losing gold. Because once I get that out, if I was to tip this around this way now, there is still fine gold in there, up here. And if you were to throw a bit of water around up that end, you'll see it's probably all through there still. There's always a little bit gets through. So get the bulk of it, put it in a dish, and don't throw this away until the very end. Then you pan it all in one go and you'll end up with pretty well that again. And that way you're throwing away as least amount of gold as possible and saving yourself quite a few hours of work. Oh, it's probably 2 o'clock and I haven't eaten. I left at 7. Yeah, a little bit of gold just here. Oh, it's still blowing like crazy outside. So I went for a bit of a wander. Found that little bottle. A new cone. It's a good nick, hey? Look how old that is. New spoon, whole broken cane. So there's an old timers camp down there, but look at that. You'd think that was a piece of ironstone, eh? Almost impossible to spot it on the ground and amongst the ironstone, but turn it that way you can see it's a bullet. I think you can see some of the knurling there. It's a nice piece. That's actually like a full-on crystal. You can see all the sides. I'll get these weighed up today before I lose track. How's that time a little bit? Be lucky to be 0.2. That's the one I just got before. I reckon it'd be 1.5 to 2. So I'll weigh that one first. Always interesting to see what they do weigh. It's a solid little nugget and a solid little signal. So that could make the 2. It's gone over 2. That one there. One of these might have already gone on video, I'm not sure. I'm going to start weighing them separately here. This over the last few days, last 3 days. 1.8. That was a beautiful signal. Just snuck right up on me. Wasn't expecting anything. It was blowing. It was horrible weather. Just a little bit just near it, about 8 foot away. A 0.5er. Alright. Now this is the day before I had a better day. That one could go. That one could go 2. 2.1. 2.19. That was a reasonable nug. Should go 1.5, maybe 1.8. And then there's just these few little bits that I got. I'll add that to another gram.